professional.
What's going on, folks? TJ Lauerman, a.k.a. ThatSportsGamer here. We are back with Bullpen Banter. I'm here joined, as always, with my associate, Millennium.
What's going on, guys?
We've brought in the hottest young streamer on the internet right now.
Hi.
None other than JayOh 30.
What's going on, guys? Thanks for having me.
Great technical question for the folks. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. We probably should have done this before we started the stream, but I want to test this. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, and then Millennium, you're going to say 4, 5, 6, and then JayOh, you're going to say 7, 8, 9, all right?
Tough.
1, 2, 3.
4, 5, 6.
7, 8, 9.
All right, now, hopefully that actually came out right, because what I hadn't been doing in the past was delaying Discord and just delaying my mic, which made people talk over each other. So hopefully a Celtics fan in the chat is going to tell us that we sounded right and not terrible that time.
Or maybe Shorbs.
I hope Shorbs. Shorbs is good people. Here every episode. JayOh.
Yeah.
Every week here on Bullpen Banter, we talk about MLB The Show. It's a great game.
Yeah, I would imagine.
How's your MLB experience been going?
Been going well, actually. I got back from doing some traveling, and that was the first game I hopped back on into playing was MLB The Show. I used to have a career, but I accidentally deleted it when I had to reset my entire PlayStation. But it's a good thing Diamond Dynasty stays because I've been loving that a lot. I've been playing a lot of games on it lately, and been winning some, losing some, but I've actually really been enjoying it.
I'm going to ask, and this may sound stupid, but did you check your cloud saves to make sure it wasn't backed up?
I did. It wasn't there.
The one done by the PlayStation, not that you have to do manually in MLB.
I'll check that then. I'll definitely go check that.
That's a thing that people get filled up and they have no idea what to do, and then it gets real frustrating because they used to give you like 200 megabytes of saves.
Yeah.
And NBA 2K saves were like 700 megabytes of saves. It was a big ass problem. Hey, Millennium.
What's going on?
What you been up to recently in the great game known as The Show?
Playing more and more of this Yankees grind to try to get the best, what I consider the best catcher in the game, Yogi Berra. But in the meantime, since the roster update put Paulie Goldschmidt down in the 30,000 area, I picked him up and decided to complete the Arizona Diamondbacks collection, which got me the left fielder Luis Gonzalez, who, in my first game with him only went 4 for 4, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and 2 doubles. So, yeah, he's pretty much staying in left field.
Funny, talking about guys that dropped, I did not realize Joey Votto dropped out of gold, or out of diamond, down to gold. I might pick him up, but he's super slow, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Rizzo all day.
Joey Votto, by the way, went from 40,000 stubs on the day of the roster update. He goes for 20K now as a 90 overall gold first baseman. And if you can get past the speed, everything else still plays.
Well, I have Jose Abreu, so I'm not new to slow first baseman.
The other thing you can think of with the Votto, though, is
something that we're going to be talking about later on in the show. So,
yes,
Tom Seaver. That was the question I was going to ask. But yeah, so tonight's show, we're going to be talking about some of the mission sets that folks should be doing to help better their team. There are some out there that are great. There are some out there that are absolute trash. I may have done one, and now I regret the ace of my pitching staff, which is always a fun thing. But tonight, we're going to start it off, as we do every week, except for last week when we started with the Captain's Store. We are going to look at the roster update that came out last Friday, which kind of messed up our whole show flow because, you know what, we made the show to come out on Mondays with the roster update, and they screwed up everything by having it come out Fridays. But whatever. We can live with it. We're big boys. So first off, I don't know if you guys have noticed, Bryce Harper, while being amazing at baseball, has been pretty bad at baseball this last week. Or a couple weeks, I should say. I think he's, hitting like a $190 something in his last 24 games. And that was after finally getting the bump to a 99. They kicked him back down to a 98. Now he's only going for, you can get him for like 98,000 if you try. That makes me real excited, doesn't it?
Well, the other thing about Harper is, and someone mentioned this to me, it's going to be tough for him this year without any protection behind him in the lineup. I mean, people are just going to walk him, and it's impossible to get into a groove if you're going up there knowing you're going to see 4 balls like constantly.
Yeah, he's got to get into that Barry Bonds mentality where it's like you might get one pitch this week.
Reggie Stocker mentality.
Yeah. What was it? The Cubs walked him like 14 times in 4 games, something like that.
That's Joey Madden, baby.
Smart.
We also got some new cards, some flashback Sergio Romo, flashback Steven Strasburg, legend Mike Scott card, a couple more flashbacks on Drew Smiley, Steve Cishek, and a couple others that I can't remember off the top of my head. We also mentioned Joey Votto dropping that 4 points overall to a 90. Andrew Miller got a bump to a 92. I should probably go do that Yankee set at some point just to
I already got him.
Get through that.
Yeah, the Andrew Miller's nice. The Yankee set's gorgeous because that Reggie Jackson plays well.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, the other two is the Zobrist and the Kinsler. Big time thoughts on that because second basemen are hard to come by in this game, I think. I mean, a lot of people like the D. Gordon for speed, but having a consistent hitting second baseman, I think, is tough. So those two with those bumps are good. And obviously the Zobrist can play a bunch of different positions.
Yeah, I've actually been playing Mookie Betts at second base a lot. Because he's got that as his secondary position. Nelson Cruz took a hit. Carlos Gomez took a hit. Carlos Gonzalez took a hit. I want to dive into Carlos Gonzalez just a little bit. He took the most interesting hit. He went down -2 points in his overall, but he gained 6 points in contact versus righties. And that was it? Yeah. Took a 6-point hit in contact versus righties. He gained 6 points in contact versus righties, lost 5 points in power versus righties, which actually makes him even out. Now he's got an 84 contact versus righties, 91 power versus righties. I think that still plays. And for 7,000, for like 6,000, 7,000 coin, that's still kind of a beast card.
I mean, I agree. The problem is that beast card against righties, but the second he faces a lefty, a 48 contact versus, he lost 12 points off of the contact versus lefties all the way down to a 48, lost 8 points power versus lefties. You can't hit on upper levels of Diamond Dynasty with 48-62.
Who's throwing lefties in Diamond Dynasty?
Dude, you'd be surprised. People are starting to stack lefties because of that.
Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nelson Cruz is just a kind of similar option, same price, and he hits just as well. I mean, better versus lefties and righties.
Yep, and I think what you're going to lose there is you can do the Cruz, who is going to mash everybody, or you do the Carlos Gonzalez, who is going to mash just righties, but give you a good fielder with 84 arm strength.
Also, we have Aaron Nola continuing his upward charge. He's up to an 86 and a gold. He's got a nice sinker, if I'm not mistaken. Sinker?
Yeah, I got Nola. I like him a lot.
86 break on a sinker, 77 control. That's a nice piece. Would be good to use in a ballpark such as the Polo Grounds. Just throwing that out there. The other guy I wanted to touch on was Adam Wainwright continues his free fall down the ratings. I think he started, at a 90? Now he's down to an 83.
Jeez.
So he just keeps
There's nobody in this game free falling like Justin Upton, though. Justin Upton went all the way down to a 77. That's an 8 off of his over his overall.
He went from gold to bronze?
Yeah, he went from a 90 to start all the way down to a 77 at this point.
But even in this update, right? Is 77 a
terrible.
bronze or silver?
77 is still bronze.
Wow. That's a lot. That's like,
I mean,
pull the ripcord.
Power numbers are still there, but I mean, he's 59, 57 contact. His vision's down to a 24. I mean, that's Chris Davis levels without getting your power numbers, your upper 90s power numbers.
Eeks. No, I was playing him because of his other thing. Jackie Bradley Jr. went up 3 points. He's probably going to keep going. What's he up to, 28 games now? 27, 28 games now on his hitting streak?
Did he play tonight?
I want to say he got a hit, but I could be wrong. If he played tonight, I don't remember. I saw Twitter at some point. I don't know what time they played out. Yeah.
Love the Howie Kendrick bump, by the way. one of the better, I think, hitting second baseman for contact wise at his price.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 80 contact versus righties, 88 versus lefties, 73 plate vision, 90 clutch.
Yeah,
Millennium loves that clutch rating.
I absolutely love that clutch rating.
pretty solid fielder too.
Uh,
70s.
Sox did not play tonight, says the chat room.
So he's at 27 right now.
Yeah. What is that, the third most for a Red Sox since like 1914?
Doesn't matter until he gets to what, 51? When he gets to 51, we'll talk.
Call me when he gets to 60. Then I'll start worrying. I think that's it. Trace Thompson gets a bump. 8 points. Not bad.
Dang.
Actually, I was listening to the Sleeper and the Bust, Paul Sporer's podcast. They think Trace Thompson's going to have a lot more playing time, and he's going to put up a lot of numbers this year, so he might be one of those buy low guys that you should go start investing on now. Prince Fielder took a 4-point drop.
Yeah,
Wow.
Fielder, it's the same thing. A lot of these guys that are striking out a lot are taking those vision bumps. And this year especially, vision is so key to keeping at bats alive and getting mistake pitches.
Oh, he's bronze.
So,
wow.
Oh, yeah.
But huge on the IE boost. He's getting plus 13, so all that went away, he gets right back.
The other person, if you're looking at IE boosts, is Nick Castellanos, another Sporer favorite. He got some big time contact boosts. Actually, no, he didn't get a huge contact. Oh, he got the power boost is what he got. Was plus 10 power versus righties, plus 15 power versus lefties. And even though he's on a low inside edge now, he's still getting those high inside edge boosts from matchups. So, an 80 clutch. So,
94 durability. That means a lot. Next up, we're going to talk about the captain stores. Let me load that up in the old game here.
Nothing really eye-popping for them this week.
I agree. In Josh Donaldson, the level 20 is Adam Eaton, who's a nice card, but just buy him with stubs. Don't waste your tickets. Level 30 is Eric Hosmer, who's 800 stubs, or 800 tickets. I mean, he's a pretty good card. Plus, he gets nice IE boosts. 86 contact versus righties, 80 contact versus lefties, 89 clutch. I mean, that's not bad.
good defense at first base, where a lot of people get those, like you said, Jose Abreu's, where line drives go right by him.
Yep. So, for 800 tickets, I don't know. But then if you go over to the DeGrom store, the rank 30 is the Jose Abreu, who's going to give you 87 contact versus righties, 80 contact versus lefties, which is that exactly the same as Hosmer's was?
I think it's one less for
86, yeah. But then he's going to give you 82 power versus righties and 70 power versus lefties, plus huge IE boosts and huge clutch.
That 96 clutch, I can't talk enough about how important that is with runners on base.
I mean, so if it was me, they're both going for the same amount of tickets. I'd say Jose Abreu. You're going to get some of those line drives to go by him, but he's also going to hit you a 3-run home run most of the time. Coming over to the Altuve store. I don't know if you guys have heard of this guy. The rank 30 guy in here is this first baseman from the Royals named Eric Hosmer. Little known fact, he has 86 contact versus righties, 80 contact versus lefties. Some would say he's got a nice 89 clutch and he's good at defense. But it's quite weird that he's in two different captain stores at the same time. It's like killing two McFlys with the same gun.
Yeah. Keep going.
Oh, good, Joe.
No, I mean, I think if you're looking at this and you're seeing a double, it's a nice week, maybe to pass or build up some XP or rank on other captains, hoping that you bank in on a good one for next week.
Yeah, I just ranked up the Rizzo all the way to 30. Because I think I started working on the Rizzo to get... Was it to get that Syndergaard back in the day?
Syndergaard was actually Big Poppy.
So I did not start that one. But in the Rizzo one, we got Ryan Braun, who I'm considering picking up. 1,450 tickets. Actually, you know what? Look, I've already made a decision. I'm not going to get him. He's got great numbers against lefties. I don't face a lot of lefties. I don't think we need him. Thoughts?
Well, the other thing,
you're saying you're stacking lefties now.
The other thing about the Braun, though, is you're getting him specifically for the Brewers collection because everything else is cheap. and you're going to get the J.J. Hardy out of that collection.
True.
Whereas I think there are better. You say it all the time, Corey Seager. While he doesn't play a great defensive shortstop, hitting wise, he can stick with the Hardy, and you can get defensive shortstops. I think there are other options at shortstop. I don't think the J.J. Hardy collection is that important.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna whip around when we talk to the missions. I want to see about the embody mission for the Mariners. Why am I saying that? I'm looking at the M on his hat. For the Brewers, I want to see how many games it takes. If it's short, maybe I'll do it so that I can get through that, and I'll just play him and Hardy regularly for a little while. Just throwing that suggestion out there to myself. First off, Eric Hosmer in 2 sets, not in his own set. Rank 20 is Samardzija. Rank 30 is Yu Darvish. I've been using Darvish a lot recently. I don't think I like Darvish.
I don't think a lot of people like his wind-up. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people like his wind-up. I like his build. I think he's got great pitches, but it really depends on whether his wind-up works for you. So
I got no problem with his wind-up. I got a problem with him not really having a changeup. I mean, the 12-6 is kind of like a changeup almost, but 3 fastballs and a slider, that's all hard stuff. And then the curve, which is like an ephus pitch. I would like something kind of like in between there. I don't know. I guess you guys disagree.
I stay away from Darvish just particularly for the windup, similar to Tanaka. I just can't get it down, nor do I like the slowness.
I think
he comes out of the stretch. I feel like that's nice.
Right.
Nice and quick.
I think the other thing is, too, for the windups, is that really shows a difference between, again, I said I switched to analog recently. For me, guys like Darvish and Tanaka are perfect as an analog pitcher because it actually slows down the meter coming down and makes it easier to hit. Whereas for like the button meter guys, that actually you have to hold it longer and it screws with your timing. So something to think about when you're going for the longer windup guys.
In the David Ortiz store, rank 20 is Brett Cecil. Rank 30 is Jeurys Familia. I actually like Cecil more than I like Familia, but I assume Cecil's going for so cheap that you should just buy him with stubs and not waste your tickets on him.
Absolutely.
Cecil is another interesting wind-up guy, from what I remember. Or I just like his wind-up.
Weird release point for people that watch the release points. Cecil has a strange release point coming from behind him. Kind of like the Vinny Pastano, the Cleveland Indians 25 man. Just a little weird.
The Familia, I feel like, is always on a negative IE boost. Yeah. I have him, and I feel like he's never on my roster. But
I think that's relief pitchers as a whole. I think a lot of relief pitchers seem to get that negative IE boost. I don't know if it's because they're overrated in terms of their base ratings, and they're just getting that because of who they play against. But something about the inside edge, it seems like the relief pitchers take a lower boost for a lot of the time.
Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like one bit.
Before you get off the captain's tour, it brings up the fact that do you really want to spend tickets on anybody that's not going to be permanently on your team at this point? Because it's a no sell, and they're always hiding that guy. Like we saw Syndergaard, who we all thought might not be a diamond for the captain's tour. Because remember, he got the diamond right before he went to the or right after he went to the captain's tour,
which made them change their whole update release schedule.
Right, but then the Rizzo went in. The Rizzo was already a diamond and went into the captain's tour.
Right, but the Rizzo was twice as much as I think Syndergaard was at the time.
Yeah, he was like 2,000, like 2,350 or something like that. I think it was
something like that.
So, but I mean, thinking about that, knowing that they could always be hiding in diamond, waiting to come up, are you really going to spend tickets at any point if it's not like I said, like some guy that would be permanently on your team not coming off?
I don't know. We're going to see. I might buy this. Who is it? Ryan Braun. We'll see. Things can happen. You never know. Has anybody been buying these packs? That's my real question.
I did it once. Wasn't good. I'd stay away.
You get like 3 bronzes that fit the captain, but
yeah,
doesn't seem like for 2,500. I think you can go get 4 or 5 silvers that are also going to fit that captain.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, and unless somebody can tell me, like, how we get the increased gold and diamond choices for like the special packs. If someone can tell me we get an increased chance at one of the captains, I may buy them. But for 2,500 stubs, I'm not touching them until someone can show me that they've gotten something out of it.
True.
Matt Foley in the chat says Syndergaard was 1,250 tickets and Rizzo was 2,350 tickets. So.
And that absolutely shows that when they put the Syndergaard in there, they thought they like you said, that's why they changed the way the roster update went.
So maybe I'll just save. I mean, I got the stubs I can get. Oh, no, Braun.
He's not that expensive.
He's going for like 12, right? So he shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, he's like 10 to 12 right now. I mean, again, you'll get 10 to 12. You'll get a 90 Braun that can play left field for you. You'll get the 87 Hardy that will probably play shortstop with you until you get, I don't know, like a Bogarts maybe, or like I said, or you get one of the Diamond Legends that will stay there forever for you.
I just wanted
to, or you get like a Cal Ripken like somebody has.
Never heard of him. Is Cal Ripken guy good?
It's all right.
All right. So the main topic of tonight's show is going to be these mission sets. I want to touch on for a little bit. So let's just hop into here. Tons of stuff you can get in here. I think pretty much every 25-man mission you can do for less than 1,000, and most of them less than 500, I would say.
Absolutely. Most of them, because you get so many commons, it's any 25 men. You don't have, like last year you had specific guys you had to get. This time you can take the bottom 25, most of which you can get for 10 to 15 stubs.
Yeah.
A couple that I want to point out, just specifically with the 25-man ones. Jared Saltalamacchia, as we've said, I speak his praises almost every stream. The only problem is you have to platoon him because he's not really good against lefties. But against righties, he's going to be a solid hitter. He's got good contact, good power. They give him the shift, so if you're good with your timing, you can slap balls down the third baseline with him.
That's a new thing. That's another new thing that I'm starting to see a lot of people do, is just setting to manual shift to combat that. Because I actually played somebody who had the Cervelli on his Battle Royale team, and he sent me a message afterwards. He goes, "It was really weird. I thought Cervelli had that opposite shift," and I was like, "Well, I have it on manual defense." And he went, "Oh, makes a lot of sense."
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys bunting recently with people having that shift.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain to face.
We also talk highly of the 25-man Chris Sale.
Yeah, I love him.
The relief pitcher. Love him, but I've gotten to the point where I think I crush him now.
I don't know. I really pitch well with him, and I have a hard time hitting him. I faced him a bunch of times. I think he's one of the tougher guys to face, especially with that gas he throws.
Yeah, I've much like the Pat Neshek last year. I've finally started to key in on Sale, and I can start cracking. Who did I hit that home run with? Was it I almost hit a ball out of Minute Maid with Francisco Cervelli.
Ooh.
A little ridiculous. What other 25 that I like? There was one more I know.
I got one I love. And not being biased.
Tell me who.
Nick Swisher. Because with the switch hitter, he also brings 95 power versus righties and pretty good contact numbers, 74 versus righties and 80 versus lefties. Also lets you play him in left field and first base. So not a terrible guy off the bench. A little low in the vision and the clutch that you guys may like. But not terrible. And I do enjoy using him.
I'm actually going to back that up because, like I said, I was doing the Yankees grind, which means I have the Swisher on my counts towards the innings. I'm playing legend level against the computer, and Swisher is hitting 3 for me right now. He's raking. It's something about his batting stance is just so smooth. Like, you know, like Carlos Correa. I can't hit with Carlos Correa. I've tried so many times offline to hit with Carlos Correa, but he's got that little like quick swing, like the Ichiro swing almost.
Mm-hmm.
And it screws me up every time. Jonathan Scope's another, like an Oriole that has that same problem. I've actually edited his swing so he doesn't have it anymore in my franchise. But Swisher, like, something about his batting stance, he doesn't move a lot. It lets me focus on the ball coming in. It's just, he absolutely rakes.
Yeah, I feel like guys with the two-handed follow-through, I don't hit well with, which seems like the stupidest thing in the world.
I mean, it's not stupid because, as you said, what is it? 100% or 90% of baseball is mental. So if in your head you're looking at something besides the pitch coming in. If you're distracted for any reason, you're not going to hit. So it's not stupid to say that, because if it distracts you, it's going to distract your hitting.
Yeah, I finally figured out what it was with the with some of the guys. I don't like left-handed batters. I use is it pitcher view or outfield view when I pitch? I think it's left-handed batters who have an open stance that like step in, messes up me reading the meter. It's the weirdest thing in the world.
Wow.
I don't understand it. Shout out to the flashback Vinny Pastano. He's got a nasty, I think it's a slurve. I think he's got a nasty slurve is what it is. He's a nice card.
I like the Kemp personally. I mean, I know his vision is low again, something that you guys like, and I also like being a little bit higher, but can play all parts of the outfield. Got good contact numbers and great power versus righty, which is good, and decent speed.
I think all the Kemps in the game play very well, especially the live series Kemp gets inside edge boosts all the time. I think he's AE1 already. So it's like JayOh said, he can play defense. He's not going to hurt you in the outfield. He hits both sides pretty equally, so it's not a guy you're going to have to pull out of your lineup all the time. So I think all the Kemps play well. And shout out to Jay Young in the chat room. The one problem that I have with Sale, and is that his walks over 9 and his home runs over 9 are a little low. And I know there's a controversy about home runs over 9 and what its effect is in the game right now. But the walks over 9, all you got to do with Sale is wait for that perfect ball to come down the middle, because it's going to happen at some point.
Or that slider that just hangs over the plate and gets walloped. Yeah, I think that's it for the 25 man. I mean, the Casimir's also a nice card. I've seen some people having luck with Wandy. I remember at the beginning of the year, people.
Wandy.
Yeah, I remember people at the beginning of the year were really loving that Dan Ugla.
Big Sexy. Don't forget Big Sexy.
Are people using that card? I haven't seen anybody really rave about him.
His control with his fastball is his best asset. You can literally pick around the corners of the zone the entire time.
Maybe that's why I've seen a influx of him in games recently. Yeah, the good thing about all these guys is while they're usually not great 5-tool players, they usually have 1 or 2 tools that they're really, really good at. Which is why I like you can mix them in. It's not like you're going to go and get one of these guys and then not use them. You can still, even on a high level team, you can still slot some of these guys in.
Yeah.
Well, definitely that salty. That salty plays until you get somebody that can hit both ways. So,
yeah. Let's talk about the gold collections, which are completing the entire team collections to get a great. I think the first one I did was Burt Blyleven, and now I completely regret that. He's not even in my rotation anymore.
Wow, I don't know about that. I love him. 2
fastballs, 2 curveballs. He doesn't have there's nothing to mix. I can't mix something with him.
I love his windup though. I hit spot on with it a lot. That's my personal thing. But yeah, I agree. I don't like the 2 fastballs, 2 curveballs, but I don't do terrible with him. And it's not bad for a guy who's starting off.
Yeah, and that set is pretty cheap.
Very cheap.
Let me check Daddy Leagues right now. It says you can do it for about less than 14,000. Which for a night you're getting a diamond pitcher. That's pretty damn good.
Well, I think that's going to be the big thing with these collections that you're going to hear us talk about for the 40-man. It's definitely separated into 2 sides of this. It is the cheaper ones that'll bring you a high-level player quickly, or the more expensive ones that'll bring you a guy that will stay on your team. So, like you said, like the Braves one. The Braves one gives you a McGriff, 89 Crime Dog, McGriff.
Beast card.
Amazing hitter. But there are a ton of first basemen in the game that will end up replacing him at some point in your team.
Yep. 80
Whereas
contact, 88 power, 80 contact versus righty, 88 power versus righties.
Yeah, I mean, even his lefties isn't that bad. I don't think he hits lefties that bad either.
75, 71 contact and power.
Yeah, so that still plays. I mean, that still plays, especially mid-level gaming. Maybe not on your high end, but then you get somebody like.
But you go get an Abreu or a Hosmer, and with IE boost, they make this card look like a joke.
Right. But then you get a guy for like you said we were talking about earlier, Reggie Jackson. you're going to have to pay for him because you got to pay for a bunch of golds. You got to pay for Chapman, Miller, and Betances right off the bat. Now, granted, that makes your bullpen 3 innings strong off the bat,
And
but you pay for him. And yeah, McCann is a good catcher, exactly. But you're going to pay for him. But Reggie Jackson's probably going to be on your team in Endgame.
Reggie Jackson, they say Daddy Leagues has the set going for about 76,000.
So yeah, I mean, again, that's the big separation you're going to hear about. And trust me, I think all three of us have looked into both sides of this. You know, which ones can we get early, and which ones can we start to look at late. So,
a nice mid-range one is the Rays set.
Yes.
I really like that, Carl Crawford.
So good.
It's going to be at 30,000 stubs to get him. 96 contact versus righties. 69 power versus righties. 61 contact versus lefties. 45 power against lefties. So
fast.
You just want to hit the ball in the gap. Use his... What's the speed? 97 speed.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be flying.
And that collection's also going to give you... Well, it used to give you a decent Evan Longoria, but now it's also going to give you the Archer, who's going to slot into your rotation early, and the Kazmir we talked about, is going to slot into your rotation as a lefty. So
as long as that Archer doesn't keep dropping, should be right. 'Cause he's not pitching well this year, unless I am completely mistaken.
No, you're right. He's had a couple bad outings early. I think he started to straighten it out late. But early, I remember him giving up like 6 to the O's and just has not been good early. So
yeah, I think he gave up a couple runs early in his last game too.
Well, and losing Kiermaier this weekend's not going to help him. So
with that broken arm for Kiermaier, something like that.
Yep.
Got to be careful out there.
For what I like, not being biased, like we talk about like the Reggie Jackson, how expensive it may be, how good that card is with 99 clutch on him, his ability just to smash righties. I switch between him and Jose Bautista in right field, like depending on lefty righty matchup. So he's awesome, and if he comes off the bench, I love it too.
Yeah, that's what I was using the McGriff for a lot. Was just coming off the bench as my lefty power off the bench right now.
Yeah.
Another one I want to bring up too is, again, one of the cheap ones is the Phillies. Actually, not. It's going to probably go up because of the Aaron Nola going gold, but Dominic Brown can smash. He can either smash lefties or righties, and I never remember which one it is. I think it's lefties he smashes, because he's right-handed, obviously, but also plays well in the
other way around.
So he does hit righties.
He hits righties, and he's left-handed.
Gotcha. So there you go. But he also plays really good defense.
Yep. 70 contact versus righties, 94 power versus righties. That's a ton of power.
Yeah. And the Phillies one, like I said, still should be fairly cheap, minus the Aaron Nola, who actually a lot of people have already anyway. So
even with the Aaron Nola, it's less than 9,000 to do the set. And don't forget, people, place buy orders. Don't just buy the cheapest one on the market. Place that buy order. I feel like no matter what buy orders and sell orders I put up at night, as long as they're like first or second on the list, if I go to sleep and I come back the next morning, it's all sold. Or it's all bought.
And be patient. Oh, be patient. Don't sit there and because somebody outbid you by like one, don't get into a bidding war where you're getting into like 200, 300, 400. Just let it sit. Because if you watch the market in the mornings, it goes down. Like the Goldschmidt I got for like 30,000, but by the end of the day he was up at like 37. So just leave your bid, whatever bid you're comfortable with, throw it in there, give it 24 hours, see what happens.
Who else do I want to talk about? I hear a lot of good things about the Ubaldo Jimenez for the Rockies collection. I haven't done that yet, but I have heard good things.
I actually ponied up and did a big one. I did the Nolan Ryan for the Astros. I pulled Altuve, and I said I like him enough as a second baseman where I didn't want to get rid of him. And then I ponied up on buying Correa, Keuchel, and Springer, and I absolutely love Nolan Ryan. He's nasty for me.
I've heard great things about that Nolan Ryan, too. And that's the key thing here is if you pull, like you said, JayOh pulled Altuve, that's 60,000 stubs that he can just hold on to. Yeah. So if you pull a diamond, like the Rockies, if you pull Arenado at some point, you're going to get it's not that much to pay for, I think, because Jake McGee's down now, so you pay for Gonzalez, and that's about it. You might as well go for Leobaldo. Yeah, exactly. So you might as well go for, like I said, you have an upper echelon third baseman that's going to be your third baseman for the rest of the game, unless you pick up like a Mike Schmidt at the end of the year or something. You're going to have a starting pitcher in Jimenez. So I mean, might as well.
Yeah.
And that Bichette's sneaky good, by the way, off the bench.
And also, I mean, you also get the Trevor Story, and God forbid he continues to tear it up like he keeps doing. You could see a gold maybe in him if he keeps smashing. Maybe.
What I want to get is this Marlins Hanley Ramirez. Looks like a beast. And shortstop eligibility.
You got to pay for that Jose Fernandez and that Giancarlo Stanton. I think isn't the set like 120 or 130 at this point?
It is a lot. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I mean the Fernandez alone is a lot.
150, almost 150.
Yeah.
I pulled the Stanton, actually. I got very, very fortunate with that. I don't know if I want to end up completing it because of the Fernandez and D. Gordon, because I'm getting Hanley, and I already have Correa, and I already did the Astros set. So I'm kind of okay with Correa right now. I don't know if I'd want... I know Hanley's amazing, but for right now, maybe later on in the game, I finish that.
Well, and the Correa is probably going to go up, too, even though he's not having a great beginning of the year.
Yeah.
He was one of the ones tagged to probably be a diamond by the end of the year. So the Hanley might be amazing, but if you got Correa, I mean, that's another thing to factor into all this. What position do you need help with? I got the Goldschmidt because, number one, he went down in price, and number two, I need an outfielder. I'm stocked up on infielders. I don't have room. I have literally Josh Donaldson sitting on my bench because I've got nowhere to play him. So going from there, you got to think about, I need more outfielders. I need a catcher. That's why I'm grinding for Berra. That's why I went for the Gonzalez. And I'm probably going to need more starting pitching at some point. So also take into effect what your team needs. Don't just buy somebody because you hear us saying it or you hear somebody go, wow, this is the best card in the game. Go with your team.
Yeah. And I love Hanley's, like, again, you said his eligibility to play like first base, third base, and left field along with shortstop as his primary. That is awesome for a guy like that.
Yeah. Shout out to Matt Foley. Other very good point is that you also get, for every collection you do, not Command and Conquer, for every collection you do get a boost in XP and stub rewards. So,
yeah. Any other full team collection you guys want to hit on? The only ones I would say to like kind of avoid, the Kenny Lofton sounds great. I think the Carl Crawford is the exact same card, but better.
Mm-hmm.
Faster, more contact. You're going to be way happier doing the Rays collection than the Indians collection.
I think the athletics, especially if Sonny Gray keeps pitching the way he does. I know he just went on the DL, so he'll be up for another bump down. You might be able to get away. That Raleigh's Fingers plays well at closing pitcher, and you can set him in there, especially like I said, early to mid-level game. He'll be your closer for a while until you're able to like grind out the Papelbon or someone like that.
Yeah, but I think last week we discussed that. Is that Raleigh Fingers really good? Like, he's very similar to that Eckersley from last year. That wasn't that great. I haven't seen anybody really being champion this Raleigh Fingers card out here yet.
I saw a couple of people use him on streams and didn't see bad with him. I haven't used him personally, and actually it's one of the collections I was thinking about doing because I like what the American League West collection looks like. So,
oh, you know what's real dumb? If you do the Rangers collection, you get a 92 Will Clark on the Giants.
Yeah, the Giants card, yeah.
So
they do that with the Gary Carter that you can get from both grinding the Mets but collecting the Nationals. Either way, you can get him.
Yeah.
So,
any other full team ones we want to talk about?
That's it for me.
No, I mean, full team wise, you can look at, if you're looking at maybe the Mets, which is uber expensive because of the Syndergaard and everything. The Daniel Murphy's a really, really good second baseman. Probably one of the better second basemen in the game that's not speed, more hitting. But other than that, I mean, I would stay away from guys like the Cubs. I don't think the Ryan Sandberg plays very well. I don't think the Stargell's very good in Pittsburgh. I've heard good things about the Edmonds. But like you said, like Gaylord Perry from San Diego is not that great. The Blyleven's not that great. The Jared Weaver, not that great. And you got to have Trout anyway, so...
Yeah. I know you guys have done some of the division rewards. How have those guys been doing for you?
You can go first.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I love Cal. I mean, I'm a Orioles fan, obviously, but if you follow my Twitter, I literally post Twitter videos every time he makes a play because that's all he does is make defensive plays for me. He's started to hit now that I've gotten used to his batting stance, and he's a little taller, so his strike zone's a little bigger. But his defense is amazing. He's actually playing when Manny gets primary shortstop. I'm considering moving Manny over and then playing Donaldson at third and using Cal as kind of a defensive backup. But even then, it's going to be tough for me to take that 95 arm strength out of shortstop.
I actually have not completed any of the divisional ones. I am working on them. I've actually taken a break from completing some of these mission sets, but yeah, the Cal Ripken, again, it's tough with the Correa. Could possibly keep going up. Don't know if I want to complete some of the other ones. The Al K-Line, I'm horrible with pronouncing names, not terrible, but I'm staying back for now. I'll see if I end up needing them again for team need. Don't think I need them right now.
Yeah, I really want to do this NLE set, but getting Harper, Stanton.
Yeah, that Harper is going to be
the Mets getting the Mets rotation. It's like I said, if someone wants to give me like $250, we can go. We could do this set right now. Hit me up on PayPal. But yeah, this chipper. I'm not stopping playing this game until I get this damn chipper. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care if I'm gonna play this for years.
We talked about that with Paul. Is that everybody has that end game card they want, and they're still releasing more. Mm-hmm. So like he said, the K line is somebody he wanted. He wants a Joe Nathan. I mean, for me, Cal was the one end game card that I had to have when I saw it. I said, you know what? At some point, I'm going to get this. I'm just lucky enough that I have family that, again, knows my addiction to gaming and had no problem giving me PSN cards for no reason. But the other division reward that I really am interested in is that 97 Kemp. We talked about the Kemp cards in general, but he's a center fielder with monster hitting and good defense.
I got him in Battle Royale. Monster. Just a straight monster. Speaking of
bench, I think there's other things for the bench.
We're moving on.
I'm talking. No, okay.
Speaking of cards that I have to have under the Command and Conquer, I need to start racking up innings with the Braves to get this 88 Jeff Francoeur. Need him. What about you guys?
I'm the only one that I'm doing those slowly again. Conquest, I know I should be doing more than I am, but I'm working on the Mariners for Ichiro. I definitely would like that card. Maybe off the bench, most likely at this point for me right now. And I might be mistaken, but there was another the Dodgers for Beltre. Another one I want because I don't have a third baseman yet.
That Beltre is amazing. I mean, fielding wise and hitting wise.
Listen, this Jeff Francoeur is 99 contact versus lefties, 99 power versus lefties.
What's his arm strength?
97.
Right? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm just going to dump JayOh when I play it tonight. It's going to be all Braves. We got to start racking up these innings because I need 1,400 of them or something.
I'm going to go with my all good team, so it's okay. I'm still going to beat you.
And then the Jeff Francoeur is the feed for the Braves. I'm sorry, Eddie Matthews is the feed for the Braves. I don't know. I want to get to John Axford. I like his windup. I think at Kazarabu on Twitter is going to be using the Axford windup when I make him.
The Axford curve is really nice too, and obviously it puts you on your way to a 96 Prince fielder who you don't have to worry about his inside edge.
Yeah, I also know you like Ozzie Smith, which is the Cardinals feed after you do the Alan Craig.
Yep. Great defense, really high. I think he's like upper 90s vision. Not great in terms of power. He's definitely going to be like hitting ninth like he did a lot of his career. But, defensively, again, his arm strength isn't up with Cal, but his reaction and fielding, he gets the balls and throws balls like better than anybody in this game not named Anderson Simmons. So,
sticking with shortstops, I'm not a huge fan of Ernie Banks. I've had him, haven't really loved him. I've been sticking with Seager.
I've actually had the Barry Larkin in a Battle Royale. Not a fan. He had like 3 or 4 errors for me, like just glove errors, not throwing errors.
I need to work on this Rangers one too.
I actually had the Ernie Banks in Battle Royale, and he was smashing balls for me. I loved him, so weird.
He was
Different,
your Draymond Green, you'd say.
Yes,
different
yes.
swings for different folks, I believe is the thing they say. I'm
I think a lot of people. God,
no, I was just gonna say I'm currently working on the Tigers. I have 861 of 1,000 innings, which will give me Johnny Peralta, and then I can get Jack Morris. Who knows if I'm gonna use Jack Morris? There was another one I'm getting close with. I want to say the Cardinals. I'm at 497 of 600 with the Cardinals, which will give me Alvin Craig, and then I can get Ozzie Smith. And I think I already have enough cards for the feeds for those. Which at some point maybe I'll actually get my my dynasty player onto this team.
I think that's one thing in all these missions and all the stuff that I've been focused. My diamond player is like a 90, and I haven't even put him in my game because like, I'm having so much fun with. Again, the inside edge changes your lineup so much that I don't really want my diamond. I mean, he might be great, but I don't really have any spot for him. I'd rather have all these really cool flashbacks or like these inside edge guys. Is like, wait, Freddie Freeman's a 92. Let me throw him in there at first base.
Yep. We also got to give a shout out to the 93 overall Ichiro, which is the feed for the Mariners.
Yeah, the one thing you want to watch out for is with the Mariners and Padres right now because of the Gwynn. Their mid levels, like their 77 through 82s on the market, are going to be more expensive because everybody's going for them. So just a heads up for people like me that want to get that Gwynn going, that when you go to pay for your feed guides, they're going to be a little more expensive.
Yeah, and that Gwynn's got massive speed, right?
Mm-hmm.
86 speed, 99 contact versus righties, 98 contact versus lefties. Beast card.
Yes.
92 arm strength. He's no Jeff Francoeur, but pretty good.
I think the feed players you want to kind of stay away from if you're looking is probably, again, we talked about the Bly11 for Pittsburgh is an 87 Bly11. He's not even like the collection Bly11. I've heard bad things about the Canerco, the White Sox Canerco. Obviously, I said I was working on the Yogi Berra, him or the Gary Carter for the Mets. I really like the Mets. They're 2,000 innings, though, but you get a 92 Billy Wagner who's got a crazy windup and crazy pitch mix, and you'll get the Gary Carter who is, again, a catcher that you'll have there unless you have a Posey or an end-level Molina. So,
yeah, and you could, let me just see how many it is. You could do the Astros. This Jason Castro flashback, from what I remember, is pretty good. And if you do the feed, it's a 93 Billy Wagner, which is also nice.
Oh, nice. I like that one.
So there's an outside chance you might be better off doing the Astros, especially with the price that you're going to end up paying for the Mets starting pitchers.
Not another terrible one of the Giants, Pablo Sandoval, not a bad guy off the bench because he can also play catcher, third base, and first base. So he's not a terrible hitter.
Yeah, good contact, decent power.
And we talked about the second baseman earlier. I'll talk about the same two second basemen. The 95 Kinsler for the Rangers is amazing. And the 94 Zobrist for the Rays, who I think is only a 750 inning guy. Plays second, obviously plays all over the place. Hits better than the live series Zobrist. So
yeah, and with the on your way to the Kinsler, you're gonna get the 87 Cruz, which has 95 power versus righties, 91 power versus lefties.
Whew.
So that's on my short list of ones to do next. I think that's gonna wrap it up for talking about missions. That's a lot of missions. A lot of mission suggestions for you to go out there and do. A lot of great cards that can be out there for, not a ton of price. And for some of this, if you just grind out innings, you can start getting some really great cards for not paying a lot. Especially for the Command and Conquer ones, or the Conquer and Command ones. All you have to do is play, what's it called? Conquest, which doesn't really cost you anything. And then you just grind out the teams. You could get some real nice cards for not paying a lot.
Yeah, and the other thing you want to also remember is there's so much more content this year than there was last year when they first changed Diamond Dynasty. I really hope they continue along this path. Maybe even go like the Madden way where there's like journeys. I'd love to see them bring up like 2-inning scenario kind of plays to get like packs or stubs, something like that. Again, that would be directly taking it from Madden, but That's one of the things I really liked about Mutt that I'd like to see in this for next year too.
Yeah,
Agreed.
even beat the NL East, beat the NL West, beat the divisions in 3-inning games.
Absolutely.
That would be fine. That's one of the biggest things I'm upset about is that Conquest doesn't have a reward for beating it a second time. So once you beat
Shout
it,
out.
there's literally no point in doing it.
And shout out to MLB The Show Tips. Great guys over there. Always want to follow them on the Twitter machine.
MLB the show _tips.
Yeah.
Just don't get people confused. Yeah. So before we get into the game of the week, we want to take a look at one of the viewers' teams real quick. I think I have that on a thing here. The Montgomery Stickin' Balls from Shuddy2843 on Twitter. He's got 21K and wants to know what he should do with this team he's got here. His rotation is the flashback Gaylord Perry, flashback Blyleven. He's got Diamond Jose Fernandez, Greinke, and Hamels. I mean, I think the rotation's fine.
Agreed.
Then he's got Berra, Clark, D. Gordon, his created guy at third, and the Hanley at short. Reggie Jackson, Michael Brantley, and Gio Stanton in the outfield. And a stacked bullpen. I really don't know what he should do.
I don't either. It's tough. I mean, maybe the Michael Brantley is the only guy I'm thinking about, but 21,000, do you really have enough stubs to make an upgrade?
I'm trying to think who would be a real dope center fielder. You know what I would say? I would say he's not on his bench. I would say the Mookie Betts for when he gets those IE boosts, he could play center or second base over Brantley or D. Gordon. We did a lot of sets. I'm trying to think who would also be another good center fielder. I don't think that Jim Edmonds is better than Michael Brantley. Maybe like a Lorenzo Cain?
That's what I was thinking. That's the only guy. But is he really an upgrade from Michael Brantley?
Probably not. And I feel like they both get
No,
negative IEs on the same day. So
Yeah, and I wouldn't even suggest Cespedes because Cespedes, it looks like he's got way too many power hitters there, where Brantley's probably a nice glue guy for a number 2, maybe later in the lineup as well.
By the way, Brantley, 93 plate vision, 99 clutch.
it's a big
Wow.
circle. It's a big circle right there.
Never mind. Maybe I'd keep him.
I mean, those are big numbers. The only things I could see on this team that I looked at was
Dropping Perry and Blyleven. I agree.
yeah. No, I'm with you. That's the first thing I thought was the Perry and the Blyleven have got to go. I don't know who you replace that with. I'm gonna guess he's probably got. Looking who he has, you could probably put the Tanaka in there. I would rather have than those two. He's got to have that for, I would think, for the Yankees, considering he's got the Berra maybe. Bullpen-wise, I'd like to see that Cody Allen gone, maybe for the Herrera from Kansas City. I'd like to see the Perkins gone. I'm not a fan of the Perkins either. Again, you could get the Zach Britton from Baltimore, who is got a 6 sinker with a slider combo. With kind of a wacky motion in terms of where the ball comes out. And for his bench, I mean, this is so not even necessary, but the Zobrist, I'd like to see him actually grind the Tampa Bay and get the flashback Zobrist, who would be a better bench player for him in all aspects.
100% on that. I think the only pitcher I would say maybe he goes and gets, since it's around the 21,000 range, is Strasburg, with his chance of increasing to a diamond very soon.
Ooh, that's a great call. That's an absolutely phenomenal call.
Yeah, and Greinke might continue going down, so that might be a good play. Who were the Marlins rewards?
The Hanley.
And then what's their feed reward?
The feed reward was the Cliff Floyd. He's got a 92 left field Cliff Floyd, who is actually a masher in the game. So,
yeah. Well, he's also got the Carl Crawford that he can put in center field.
Yeah, everyone's gonna hate me for this, but I hate putting the Crawford in center field. His arm kills me every time. I'd much rather have a guy with a better arm and decent reaction time than the speed.
I don't disagree.
I love Crawford in center field. I've been using him there. He's a beast.
While we're doing this, I am also going through to prepare my team to destroy JayOh tonight.
I don't know about that. Sorry. Get your hopes up.
21K, I'm trying to look at left-handers that he could possibly get. Again, guys, you're going to start wanting to look at left-handers at some point to throw in your rotation. Even a guy like Keuchel, who's free-falling this year. I'm trying to think about anyone else. The Burley's nice, I guess. The Chicago flashback Burley, but no one sold him yet, unfortunately.
Are we talking just starters right now for this?
Yeah, just starters right now because we're going to talk 9-inning Diamond Dynasty to where most people are starting. You just heard TJ say it. Most people start stacking their team with lefties because they don't see lefties.
Yeah.
Or lefty starters. So what you want to do is start thinking about like John. You know what, John Lester. That's exactly who I would.
I was exactly
Absolutely
going to say.
Yep.
And he's
I want
having
to
a
see
pretty
him.
solid year.
Absolutely, and his ratings are going to go up. I'd like to see him replace either the Perry or the Blyleven. Probably the Blyleven because of the pitch mix. I love the Cole Hamels he has. I'd like to see John Lester on that team instead of the Blyleven, even though it would be an overall down. But as we say here, don't look at the overalls. Look at the ratings.
Yeah, agreed on that. I mean, you can maybe even throw in the Casimir if you want. Again, because the Rays collection. He's not terrible. He's pretty easy to get. Actually, you could get if he's doing all these sets, he definitely has the Casimir done. Casimir's not horrible to throw in there. Wandy Rodriguez is a guy I love. Not terrible either for a lefty. And if you guys don't like Gaylord Perry and Blyleven, you probably would like them just as much as Wandy and Casimir. So and they're lefties, like you're saying. So why not stack it up?
And shout out to again MLB The Show tips. Jaime Garcia is an amazing left-hander, a little lower rated, but one of those guys in the Cardinals that is absolutely has a great pitch mix. Fastball sneaks up on you. I think he's got really good break on the fastball, so you get that. Don't forget, started last year. Four-seamers have tail now, so that break rating on four-seamers matters, especially catching corners and stuff.
Agreed. And then for the bullpen, you should have the Sale if you want that lefty in there because that's probably one of the better lefties that you can get for pretty cheap. Trying to see who else. I saw the Wilson. The Watson, Tony Watson. Not bad either. Pretty solid across the board for a relief pitcher.
Is the Watson the one with the sinker-slider combo?
Yeah, sinker slider change. Weak pitches, but it's got
No. I love it because I faced him once in a regular Diamond Dynasty game, and the guy stayed on the outside corner with him, and I couldn't with his arm slot. That sinker slider doesn't work with a regular arm slot, but if you get a guy coming 3/4 sidearm, anything like that, the pitches look the same. You can't see the break from the sinker slider. So I absolutely love that call on the Watson. And I think that's one of the reasons, like the Pistano, I almost said to myself, let's find something for the Pistano. But that Pistano windup, the ball looks like it's coming out of his shoulder. It's impossible to pick up, and it makes all his pitches look that much better.
Yeah. Maybe one more you can get for a lefty for a nice hard thrower is the Jake Diekman, or however you pronounce his name.
Yep.
Right.
Great velocity there as well. High K per 9, great break too. Sinker slider, two-seamer, and a changeup.
And it has that arm slot, like you said, where if you're coming in, like I think Detroit's one of them, Boston's definitely one of them. When you have certain camera angles, lefties in this game, the ball gets lost in the crowd because you always get full crowds in Diamond Dynasty games. So especially if you have a daytime game, you got to watch your arm slot with the crowd behind it.
Yeah.
Guys, let me tell you how much I'm very mad at the show right now. Literally just went in and did all my stuff, and guess what happened?
Didn't save.
The IE boosts just changed. Literally 2 minutes ago.
Oh, dang, I gotta check that down.
Literally moments ago.
Oh, my team's golden still. We good.
I just realized Michael Brantley's down to like an 84. So he out.
Just looking back in the chat while you fix that, MLB The Show Tips said he couldn't pull the trigger on the chipper because of the crazy cost of the Nats, Mets, and Marlins. Agreed. We had somebody that I think you and I, TJ, know that bought the chipper.
Yeah.
Kind of went through and did it, just bit the bullet. And yeah, apparently the chipper is really, really nice. Someone asked me my thoughts on the O's trading Mattis. I mean, whatever. Mattis wasn't doing anything for us anyway. That's
Who
real
they
life
traded to?
baseball. The Braves traded 2 minor leaguers for Mattis and the 76th pick in the draft.
Nobody good though, right?
And-
Who are the minor leaguers?
Well, then, I don't know the exact names. They're apparently they're high upside, but nothing you don't have to worry about.
Good. Because
What they really wanted was the draft pick and the money for the draft. So
Shorty got to get that cash, I believe is the term.
well they DFA'd Mattis like almost immediately.
Well, that was fruitful.
So let's see here. I'm trying to think about anyone else in the chat. Do you get the Will Clark from the Rangers set Ninja Turtle? You do, even though his flashback card is under the Giants.
So
yeah.
weird. So weird. I don't get it.
Matt Foley says the straw that stirs the drink. I'm going to guess he was talking about a really good hitter that gets guys moving.
What?
No,
I was talking about
me, because I'm the how important I am to the show. That's
No.
exactly what he meant.
talking about Reggie Jackson. That was a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
You
I'm
don't
scrolling
watch
so
baseball
fast.
or
I mean, once in a while.
You
No,
guys?
he's a Celtic fan. He got DFA'd today, so he'll go to the Chicago and win his Cy Young. Let's see.
I'm gonna play Correa. I'm just gonna say that right now.
You're gonna play Correa?
Correa's gonna play.
Why wouldn't you play Correa? You've got this thing with Seager, and I'm not sure what it is.
Weird.
He's hella
But
good.
the guy cannot play defense for you at shortstop.
Hella good though. You know what he does?
Let him
he
be
hits,
hella good on the bench.
he hits hella bombs.
He gets hella slow animations trying to people out.
Hey, whatever. Hit me if you're on home runs. I don't care if you let up a single. All right. I think my team's almost
You
ready.
set? Are you ready to go?
I'm ready.
I don't know. I see this Christian Yelich on my bench. I want to replace him, but Christian Yelich has been fire recently.
Wow, actually, I just got the IE boosts. I literally just got them right now. That's weird. And it affected my team beautifully.
See? Told you.
Beautifully. Mm.
I'm just gonna let you know, TJ. So I watched the video of the two of you play the first time, and I heard the excuses about the ball that went in the bullpen.
Did Lorenzo Kane just go down? Literally, like right now.
Actually, wait, my whole bullpen went down. Miller, Betances, Chapman, Herrera all went down.
Boom face.
Welcome to the bullpen. I all the time.
Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm not going to need it because I'm going to throw a complete game gem with Noel and Ryan.
Okay, well. You know what? This works out good because now I can. I really feel like this Lorenzo Kane just changed, like within seconds.
Matt Foley, I agree. He says, really wish relievers downgraded. I agree. I think that's something they're going to work on. I think the other thing they want to work on with the inside edge is more specific boosts I'd like to see instead of like plus 10 across the board for all hitting. I'd like to see, somebody who hits lefties better get a plus 10 in lefties, but not the upgrade against righties. More specific IE boosts.
Yeah, that's real weird.
But first year, I mean, it's definitely made Diamond Dynasty more fun and more interesting in terms of lineups. So, has anyone been able to tell that I'm playing Overwatch the whole time? Have I gotten?
No, you've been great, actually. I couldn't even tell.
There he goes. Right?
I mean, I assume that's what you've been doing. I think my picture just changed again.
Yeah, then I'm gonna have to look at my. Well, no, I'm going. I'm gonna beat you anyway. But
All right, I think.
yeah, everything's good for me.
I think we're good.
Oh,
yeah.
There we go. He's popping over now, guys. He didn't want you guys to see his stack team, his fat stack team. So I'm gonna do commentary for you guys while I'm kind of watching sideways. I will say this now. We started to talk about this. I saw the game between the two of you, and I was very upset with TJ because JayOh is he has said himself he's a baseball fan, but he's not a show guy. Mm-hmm. He's a Madden guy. Mm-hmm. He's one of the best Madden guys, flat out, in terms of streaming, in terms of playing. I learned a lot from JayOh's streams. But the man, I mean, he just started using zone hitting not too long ago, and he's already doing well on it. The problem is JayOh is a prodigy when it comes to the stick.
Ooh.
So what I was more disappointed, though, is TJ is a baseball guy. He's a show guy. This is what TJ does. This is why we have a show. and he lost.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
I'd like to point out that I did not lose to JayOh.
He lost to the bullpen. The bullpen
lost-
wall is what he's saying.
Stop it!
I lost to JayOh's mother's credit card, who destroyed me.
Why, really?
Whooped me. Whooped me
This is what we're
sideways.
gonna do. I told you this was
should go see the
coming.
trip I'm making to my bank tomorrow to pay off the stubs. Oh, get out of here!
Oh, here it goes. See, now I'm going to say this. I don't want to see any videos about how the ball went through the bullpen.
Yo,
I don't want to see the.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the memes with the fat cash stacks on top of his roster.
First off,
This
that
is your
was
chance.
That was real funny.
That was pretty good. It was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. But this is your chance. What's up, Madden Tips? Farrell's in the house.
I mean, yes, it is Farrell Samsung. Your name is not Millennium OS.
I think it's actually Gibbs.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say it's
Farrell's
probably Gibbs.
All of them.
Okay.
Let's
So-
do it all.
All of
Yeah.
them at the same
You
time.
ready?
You got a name?
You ready for it?
I'm trying to figure out. Are you on my friends list? Are you even playing this game? Are you in?
Yes.
Are you in Overwatch right now?
No, I don't. I don't even have that game. Come
I
on,
think you're
man.
playing
All right.
Overwatch.
Let me fix that for you. Gribs in the house.
I have the game. I'm on right now, TJ. I'm JayOh
Box
30.
on. Box on. I'm just gonna turn it on and see what's up.
Wow.
Challenge sent. Let's do it.
I'm about to get this dub. No,
Turn the
no.
box.
I'm
leave the
handing.
box off.
You know what I've been doing recently? I've been handing out dubs left and right.
Man, that-
Mercy Roller Riot from Matt Foley in the chat.
Yes.
Matt, who do you think's gonna get the Mercy Roll though? Are we doing JayOh Mercy Roll?
I'm
Or
also.
are we gonna get a TJ Revenge?
Yo, quick excuse. I have strep throat. Just FYI.
oh my god.
Wait, didn't you have strep throat last week when we had the show?
Yo, man, I don't know what these doctors are doing to me. Whatever it is, it ain't working. Guess where we going, folks? Not
Hello,
Forbes
Grams?
Field. Not Forbes
Wait,
Field.
wait. Don't play at night. Don't play at night.
Why not?
Morning game. I'm a morning type of guy. Let's
Oh,
Go. April morning. No, do not put rain on.
April mornings. Let's do this.
April morning in what, Fenway? Oh, he's gonna play the Polo Grounds. This is going to be.
Ooh, you got a lefty on the mound. Uh-oh. Da-na-na-na-na.
So I'm going to go over just a couple things while waiting for you guys to start. Give some shout outs to the chat. Again, MLB The Show Tips puts out great roster updates in terms of his predictions. I think he's been spot on pretty much most of them this year. So follow him on Twitter at MLB The Show _tips. Go follow the sauce. You guys just saw Gribbs jump in the chat room at Madden Tips. Those guys, you guys probably already know, do an amazing show
you
Wednesday
didn't
nights at 8
know?
o'clock. You're but oh wait, we can't say that.
I'm risking it.
Nolan Ryan.
I'm risking it. I'm keeping Corey Seager in there.
Oh wait, did he
got
get
a
Ryan?
He got a bunch of slow runners. I got Bum G, so
Finger guns.
Going back, so Madden Tips. Go ahead and click him. Give them a follow. Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock. All you need to know about Madden, and then Gribbs plays Hearthstone all the time. So I'm sure he'll stream that at some point too, because he got me hooked back on it, bastard.
this is also my first game at the Polo Grounds as well. So we're even here. Also, let's not forget to follow this channel right here.
Yeah,
Monday
follow
nights, 10
this
p.m.
channel.
Eastern.
Oh, I mean, the
Bullpen
45 people
Banter.
the 45 people looking right now. If you have not followed this channel from this kind of banter, then I don't know what else we can do for you. I mean, we're gonna have to throw like some guy in a lion cage.
What you swinging at, bro?
First pitch hacking.
Just got to get it out of your system, right? Hit the crap out of
You
that
gonna
one.
get him? You gonna get him? He's not gonna get him.
Not gonna get him.
Too bad.
So we're getting a mad bum versus Nolan Ryan. I like this a lot.
Got to remember to keep talking.
I'm gonna try to keep talking.
I'm talking
but
about me.
watching streams.
I'm in the zone
keep
right
talking.
now. In the zone right now.
The other guys we want to follow while you're here is JayOh, who is in the chat right now. Click him, follow him. The biggest up and coming Madden streamer ever. I mean, the dude just got his sub button because he's just flat out awesome. Gives away things.
Gonna be giving away
What else
L's
did
right
JayOh,
now.
talk to me.
Not
Yeah, so
giving
give
away
away else.
else. I give it away. I was about to give away a home run, give a nice little souvenir to a fan.
But the other great things about JayOh is, again, he teaches and entertains at the same time. So a lot of times you get either teaching or entertaining. You get both with him, especially when he gets angry. It's really fun to watch JayOh get angry on the stream.
Thanks.
Not gonna lie, it's Jesus. TJ is what I'm seeing here is that TJ is benefiting from the short corners at this point.
Until Rizzo goes yak. That's very unfortunate. That is very unfortunate.
I also wanted to mention that JayOh was on the PAX East panel.
There.
That me, S. Gibbs, and Z Farls were on. I'm trying to give Madden Tips thingy. Can you do that for me?
What do you want? The old
Give
linkage?
Give him the sword.
Oh,
Nightbot.
that I can do.
Nightbot just shot him down.
Oh, that was dirty.
I don't have permission. You're going to do it on your own.
A dirty deuce. How do I do that? /mod?
/mod, yep. Mod a bro.
Oh, get out!
Stay short.
What I'm seeing right now is, Mr. Gribbs, you have been bestowed the power of the sword. Treat it with the respect I know that you will.
I don't know about that. It's kind of rogue sometimes.
What are you going to do?
Start talking about.
Oh!
He's gonna start talking about.
Oh!
Start talking about his 5 favorite hot dog toppings.
Is a hot dog? Never mind. I'm going to start that. Oh, he's in H1Z1? Oh, Gribbs.
Yeah, I'm going to be linking up in that after.
I'm going to have to go ahead and throw that back on the Steam.
They're running fastball. Can't keep it in the zone.
Oh, stop it.
What you gonna do? 5-4 seamer can't keep it in the zone. Skirt of D Gordon. Knowing the speed.
Not scared. Not scared at all, actually.
D Gordon's gonna hit it down the line, and then it's gonna roll all the way to center.
Oh, where were you with that?
This game is much better than watching me shut people out.
I mean, not a lot of people get a lot of excitement from watching you shut out the computer on rookie.
I didn't shut the computer out on rookie. Hey, now.
You saying you couldn't shut the computer out on rookie?
No, the rookie.
Literally
the computer on
what you
rookie is
said.
very good. All I gotta say is my Zenyatta game is on point in Overwatch. That's all I gotta say.
Throw it, Teeth. Throw it.
Yo, Donkey Teeth back there. Almost getting there.
Donkey Teeth taking his time.
314. Here's the problem. I'm gonna hit a bomb with Jose Abreu to like 450 to left field.
What's going on, Slate? Slate throwing out the tips for NBA 2K for me for the All-Star team up that we love playing.
Good inning by Nolan. What else is new?
I'm starting to hear in TJ's voice. I'm starting to feel a little nerves. Yeah, like
always.
The expectation is there. Like JayOh wins or loses.
I'm like Lucas Duda right now. There's so much pressure on my back that I'm just busting vertebrae because I can't carry this.
I'm saying, I mean, because
get out.
If JayOh loses, you're like JayOh turns around and says, you know what? I'm playing against the expert. I'm supposed to lose.
Sure, I got nothing to gain here.
But if TJ wins, or if TJ loses, I mean, he's 0-2 against the Prodigy. I think the Prodigy might get upgraded from Prodigy to
Firestarter.
Firestarter.
Who gets it? Where's my 90s kids out there?
I'm all over it.
Donkey Teeth, no relation to Donkey Lips, is what I'm assuming.
No, just straight Donkey. That's my created character in every game.
Wait, Donkey Lips is from Hey Dude, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Get him, JD.
Pull that from.
Cover that bag, Jose. Come on.
He remembers Mr. Ernst. Nope, nothing. No.
Is that a Hey Dude reference?
Our Hey Dude. No, I'm not expecting you to remember it.
Nolan ripping one. All right, Nolan. All right, kid. What was that, TJ?
That was a little, I don't even know what that was. Slider?
I mean,
you know what it was?
Nolan Ryan's getting hits. It's not a good sign.
That pointless two-seamer. I don't even know why it's in the game.
I'm actually batting over 300 with Syndergaard. Dude's awesome.
Oh, I do have Mad Bum, so...
Another Paul Sporer special hates the two-seamer.
Things could be happening. We had a very in-depth Google Hangout chat about how the two-seamer is literally the worst pitch in the game.
Drop.
Mookie Betts. There he is, folks.
Hey, but we're putting some pressure on TJ. I don't know.
Second baseman by trade, center fielder by God's love.
Dang, you absolutely rake with JD Martinez.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do.
JD Martinez is one of those, he's a gold, but one of those sneaky guys you can throw in a lineup.
If that was a fastball,
Good
I could have put that
defensively.
upside.
I mean, he's good arm strength defensively from a corner outfield spot,
Blue.
and like you said, absolutely race.
Blue.
Strike. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna strike out now because I'm pretty pissed. Yo, why are you bringing it up here?
Back off my plate, man.
Yo, careful up there. You don't want to know.
By the way, I'm going to be sharing soon my umpire guide.
What?
I've been keeping notes on all the umpires in terms of because there's personalized umpires this year, and they actually talk about them in game.
Yeah, Porter Callahan's a huge tool bag.
No, let me see. I have an entire notebook on freaking umpires, MLB The Show umpires, because you know what? I love life.
I'm not gonna say you need one, but
like Earl Hendricks, he's pretty fair all around. He gives you the inside and outside corners. So I mean,
dipped it.
another get you in the next step.
What a play, Jude!
Oh,
How
no.
does that even stay?
Oh no!
Stanton, baby.
I don't even know that stayed in bounds.
Can't hit a ball, but he can field. Oh, he's swinging that. Kid.
I was on it though. A little late.
Whoa, what was that? What was that? No, Nolan. Come on, settle down here, kid.
Yeah, Nolan's known for having one of the best curveballs in baseball. Oh, these change-ups, man.
Change though. Hot.
Might go
Hot and
contact
ready.
swing. Might go contact swing.
Slade, I agree. We need to definitely play some team up soon. I actually have two guys that I can play in Pro-Am too. Both like around 90 that could play. So. Oh, I've seen you play. JayOh plays some nasty Pro-Am with his boys.
Yeah, we got a good team, good squad,
Yeah.
but a few of them are out right now.
That was one of the things I watched.
Get out!
Road to the finals.
No.
Yo, that's out of any park,
Pretty
bro.
good.
Don't even matter the distance. 323? Maybe it matters the distance.
Dang.
I'll take 323 down the line all day.
Disappointed for my dude Nolan.
I hung a curveball on the inside corner. I can't be doing that.
Nolan!
Nolan Ryan, you can't be.
Doing?
Yo, Polo Ground's got into his head.
Polo grounds. Oh, that's an error on Correa. Okay, ref. Or blue.
Here we go with the momentum.
Donkey teeth. Can he throw out Carl Crawford? I don't know.
Teeth can't throw at anybody. Teeth can't even throw out like Big Poppy.
Smoked at the center.
Yeah, you jumped on that one. Nice. 2 errors so far.
Got to take advantage of the opportunities.
So do we tell JayOh the TJ strategy for hitting, or we let him figure it out himself?
That's fine. I already know what it is.
He knows what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's lucky.
I've been switching it up though.
You have been. I've been noticing that on your streams instead of just doing the old TJ special. It's getting like evolving.
I mean, you got to learn against who you're throwing against or who you're
You're
facing.
like when Charmander moves up to Charizard.
Speaking of, when's the new Pokemon game coming out? Because I'm down.
I don't know. News was coming out in June for it. I think it's coming around this.
Nasty curveball from Mad Bum. Nice pitch.
Which is nice because Mad Bum, one of the guys with a nice slider curveball combo. You see it and you're like, well, is it gonna drop or is it just gonna slide?
Again, one of those arms. It's an arm slot thing too with that. I love it.
Delivery's mad funky. Oh my god, that changeup is just filth.
The only problem with the slider, it doesn't have a ton of sideways break. It's good for a speed differential, but
Yeah, Sal's got that beautiful, and same with Milla.
It's like you said though earlier, TJ. It's like you want to have that fastball, you want to have the slow curveball, but you want to have that mid-range stuff where you can keep guys off balance. Almost a pitch to contact pitch.
Yep.
Man, TJ afraid of Riz Daddy. When I met you in the summer.
I've been thinking about bringing music back to the stream.
Oh,
I don't know who wants to hear that hot Miley Cyrus tracks because that's what I love to play.
Oh, Rizzo!
Get
That's what I'm
out.
talking about, kid.
That's
Out in
the
Eddie
pound.
Pock.
What did that even hit?
333.
333. Nice.
Well, remember, Polo Grounds, you're losing your as soon as it hits the outfield or the stands, it stops the counter.
right.
So it doesn't do like an estimated.
One hit one of these bullpens. You're happy.
Yeah, we're going Oppo and Riz
I said
Daddy?
Riz goes Oppo. Wow.
He actually does go pretty well Oppo for me. He's done it a few times.
But you got to think if the foul pole was further, it probably goes foul.
Jay loving the changeup right now.
Loving it. Throw it again.
Nope.
Nah, throw me that running fastball. That's you can't throw in the strike zone.
That running fastball's trash. I'm basically down to 3 pitches. Admission is a running fastball.
Admission that it's essentially opposite cutter. To do instead of going, it's completely horizontal, not gonna go down.
You can throw it in the strike zone. Don't know why I swung
I
at it.
can't. He doesn't want to throw it in the strike zone. You should see where I'm setting up these pitches.
Not that.
Jesus.
I assume that was not where you want to throw it.
Now I'm starting to just like start the running fastball in the middle of the strike zone and just see where it goes.
Not getting there, Donkey.
Joe, curious, what do you do settings wise? Like, what are you using to pitch with?
All normal.
Cool. So you've actually moved full time to zone now in terms of hitting?
Yeah. The camera angles are all normal, but full zone.
Got it. So I mean, you're having more success now with zone than you were. I know, like I said early on, you were frustrating a little bit, and just for viewers.
Yeah. Get used to pitches.
Get over his head. Go. Get past him. No. It's a home run if it gets by him.
It actually is. I forgot about that.
D. Gordon's way fast.
Xander in the chat saying Polo Grounds has become his home stadium and his franchise. Who are you using, and what made you decide to use the Polo Grounds, Xander?
Ooh.
Besides the sexy 280-foot bombs down the line.
Heath has no arm.
Gotta pick your spots.
Try and pick my spots. Alright, hit that thing on the line too. Dang.
It's a guy. Good eye, Mookie. Hit a 900-foot fly ball now.
Oh, you got it. You're Stanton. You're
Run,
done. You're
run.
Are we going to see a quick sell Stanton by JayOh at the end of this?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, Jose Abreu gets all the way around. I didn't even want him coming home.
He's probably the worst player. And another error. Wow. Really? Gosh, I have 4 errors this game. You think Cano would have one?
You know what I got? 4 runs. What up?
Oh my gosh.
Because you're center fielder.
Wow.
Doesn't matter.
Get dirty.
So one of the things that I'm going to
Trash can central.
pretty much goes along with what just happened is, so a lot of people have problems with fly balls in the outfield with lower fielding guys. One of the things I wanted to say is, and this is not for JayOh, just for everybody in general, just because it happened. If you're running to a spot and you're not going to get to the spot with a good 1 to 2 seconds to camp under it, slow down on the stick. Start feathering the stick and jogging, because that'll trigger the jogging catch animation. Your percentage chance of catching the ball on a jog is better than standing and having the animation trigger late. That's why a lot of people get that baseball to the head or ball behind them animation.
Yeah, I just got one there. Oh my lord.
That's Batista? You got a cannon though, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna not do that.
Nolan Ryan's hitting. Nolan Ryan's really hitting the spots now. Everyone's helping me out so far. Full team effort.
We're seeing the implosion.
Yeah, make that a grand slam.
Get up!
Great. Yeah, great.
Oh,
Great.
the first throw hit that dude in the knee!
The self-destruct all one is fantastic. We're coming back on him. This is some absolute. Stanton's definitely against. Oh my god.
Get out of town, and I mean it. That might be out of the building, folks. Might be out of the building. Oh
wow.
Mad bump. Okay, it's not your day. It's just not your day.
296.
That's why you get him. No, Mad Bum. If no one is gonna say anything about Mad Bum hitting a home run on anybody.
Going 296, yak style.
Gosh.
Yeah, show tips. That was the salty, the flashback salty that just murders right into the hitting. TJ, you said who was the guy you wanted to that you said was a good cheap platoon with Salty? You said it in the last stream.
He's Monty Grandal.
The San Diego 25 man.
Yeah, actually on my roster right now.
Nice.
Heard batting around is really cool.
I heard D. Gordon is still on second base twice this inning.
So the I'm gonna say the Salty is strong.
Getting out of this, jumping out of
We
his
just
shoes
look-
right there.
We've moved right to sea salt, I think.
Giancarlo Stanton is actually going to be sold after this game because I can't hit with him either. It's a full 360.
Do not sell Giancarlo Stanton.
No, I will because you know what? If a guy
Full
can't
effort.
hit the ball, what's the point?
Ooh, got him. This is gonna be one of those games where I get 9 runs and I can't get that last run to mercy it.
To the mercy.
And then I'm going to come back all in the 9th inning.
Looks like TJ's showing a really good patient eye. Something that you really need to work on.
Why you gotta say that?
As you get. No, I'm saying it's a strikeout.
Just swinging a ball in the dirt.
Yeah. It's a good reason to say that, but as you get to the higher levels, it doesn't matter who you have on the team. One of the things you're gonna have to learn how to deal with is low change, low curve, like TJ just swung at, or being able to hit the high fastball. I think the high fastball is probably the hardest pitch to hit in the game.
I hit it pretty well.
Yeah, I was say it depends on like I keep my PCI up.
It's all about you. It's all about the hitter.
Yeah, it's all about whether you're what you're ready for and what you're predicting. Actually, I think Showtips had a video on it too, regards to specifically hitting the high fastball. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, I saw that going around. A lot of people like that, from what I saw. I said, nay. I crush it. I don't need to watch another video.
And then you clicked the link and said, you know what?
I really just hit that to the deepest part of the ballpark. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Wow.
God. Mookie
Wow.
Betts doesn't know what he's doing
How
out
far
there.
was that? How far is that?
Real far. They hit the warning track and center.
5 something, right?
Cool. Absolutely crushed that thing.
The best part is Mookie Betts is legitimately out in the middle of nowhere.
He reached the
That's
warning
just- that's
track,
just
which
fun.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
That's just fun. Real fun.
So we see for the first, well, actually not the first time. It's been a few times where the field choice has really helped out.
Yeah, field choice worked out well for JayOh in the first game of our series.
Oh my gosh, stop it. Worked out for both of us. We both hit inside the Parkers there. But it would stay in bounds. It would go right around that little bleacher.
If we weren't out at that park, Matt Holly would have won that game for me. Let's get serious.
I'm just gonna say for me, this has been wildly entertaining and something I could watch multiple times.
So I'm gonna come back if I don't hit the ball to dead center.
I thought I was
Almost.
gonna hit a little cheap Oppo game winner.
Almost like the fact that this could be a series.
Well, I mean, if we don't play at a place where literally an infant could hit a home run, I would appreciate it. Because this is
Hey, Madison
This is
Bumgarner
just-
is a quality pitcher and hitter.
that's awesome. It's awesome because Nolan. I mean, Stanton's gone. I don't even care.
Nolan Ryan couldn't catch pop-up, hit right back at him.
Yeah, but then they gave the Eric to Correa, which was awesome.
I swung out of my pants on that one.
I'm just gonna let Nolan Ryan eat this ERA.
I don't think I've ever been very early on a.
That's
96
an inside the
fastball.
Parker. Good game. Good game.
I don't know. Seager's only got 63 speed. The ball didn't even reach the fence.
Wait a second, is JayOh GGing already?
Oh, I'm GGing already.
Oh, that
'cause
throw was off. We're home. Daddy's home.
Is that Mercy?
Yep.
Dang. 4th inning?
4th inning. Corey Seager, player of the game.
That's trash.
That was,
It's still one win in the book. Remember this.
That's a dub.
Remember this.
Anywhere with the polo grounds, and I mop him.
Wait, I think we might have to wrap this thing up at Capitol Field, the greatest of fields.
Oh no. Let's see. Well, all right. So who was the home team in the first game? Was it
Me.
JayOh?
JayOh.
Okay. So we're gonna have to. I mean, it's a 3-game series, right?
Might have to coin
We're
flip it.
definitely gonna have to coin flip for home field. I 100% believe that.
I'd beat TJ any day, anywhere but polo grounds.
Whew. Their stats though: Corey Seager 2 for 3, Saltamachia with the grand salami.
It wouldn't have been out in any other park.
Oh, I don't know. Oof, that was a shot.
Let me just read you this little paragraph right here. Bumgarner strikes out chasing an inside fastball. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I need inning. Was it inning 2? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He had a home run. Thanks.
Inning 3. It was inning 3.
Yeah, inning 3. Bumgarner struck out chasing an inside fastball. Gordon lined to right for a single. Gordon still second. Betts walked. Abreu scored on a fielding error by Stanton Gordon scores. Bet scores. Martinez doubled to center. Sager grounded to center for a single. Martinez scores. Bryant hit to center for a single. Seager advances to second. Crawford grounded to right for a single. Seager advances to third. Bryant advances to second. Saltalamacchia homer to right. Seager scores. Bryant scores. Crawford scores. Bumgarner homer to left. That was nice. That was a nice little inning. Also, I saved the video on the PlayStation so that I can get it without us talking over it. And we can just have a JayOh got whooped real good montage on the YouTube.
Do me a favor, can you go to the box score just real quick for me? I just want to look at the lineup constitution, just to look at that real quick. It's gonna take
mine
me
or his? Who's you want?
Let's just start off with either one of them. Again, I'm going to be a couple seconds behind, so talk about just. I'm curious how both of you set your lineups up in terms of playing the other one. It was something like playing the other one specifically. Were you putting together just a normal baseball lineup from your baseball knowledge?
Just normal lineup, but I wanted someone fast in center, which is why Betts was out there. Played Crawford because Brantley had the knock, and everybody on my team scored at least once.
Yeah, for me, it was TJ had a lefty, and when there's a lefty, I like to stack righties in the 4 and 5, and
Nice.
I will usually push up Rizzo to the 3 instead of Cano because Rizzo is lefties better than Cano does. I drop Cano to I think the 6th spot. Yeah, top of the lineup usually stays the same unless it's a. I'll drop Altuve or I'll switch. Crawford usually bats 9. Altuve usually bats 1. If it's a lefty, if it's a righty, I flop him. And I always bat the pitcher 8th.
Having Altuve at 9 is sick too. Being able to have that kind of contact rolling around your lineup too.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna guess both of you agree, Polo Grounds was a major factor in this game.
Yeah, because I mean, Mad Bum in particular, that it's just like if that could happen, it's like wow.
It's the backbreaker right there.
And TJ, specifically you, because I know this is something you and I spoke about before in terms of pitching to stadium.
Mm-hmm.
What was your goal pitching to JayOh in this specific park?
Pitching him away, hoping that he would try to pull it and hit stuff to center or up the middle. The one thing that burnt me was trying to it was a full count to Rizzo, right?
Yeah.
Beat him up and in with a fastball, but
Missed up and away, I think.
Was it up and away or was it?
I went oppo with it. I think.
I thought it was up and in, and you were late on it and slapped it.
Might have been that.
Should have been a broken bat. Was a home run. But who knows?
Real quick, JD Allen in the chat, is zone hitting the best one to use? Zone hitting, if you compare it to directional takes a timing window hit. Your timing window is smaller to hit, even though it's essentially timing hitting. So zone hitting's known to be one of the better ones. You can use analog, which doesn't get. I think it also gets a hit. And just as a heads up, there's analog just flicking the stick up or analog stride, but either one of those I think gets also a hit compared to zone hitting. So zone hitting is going to be the most stick skills required, but also the best bonus for hitting in a zone.
Agreed. I also agree with. I can't read his name because it's green on my screen.
Adam Paymer.
Yeah, one team picks the home. One team gets home, and the other one picks the stadium.
Like that.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. That'd be awesome.
We'll have to figure out a time to do that.
Agreed. Because I'm selling Stanton right now.
I'm gonna go sell the Polo Ground.
I'm gonna go buy Stanton for the low cost of whatever JayOh's.
No, not the low. He's at a pretty solid price right now. But if he does sell, I know exactly who is replacing him.
Ooh, I'm curious. Is already in your head going to be an outfielder? Who are you looking at to replace Stanton?
I'm probably going to move Rizzo to the 4, which means I'll need a nice solid 3, and I'm probably going to get Trout.
Ooh, yeah, it's not much better than Trout at the 3. High contact, high power.
Hand the kid an L. He goes out and buys the best card in the game. Tell your mom to watch out for that credit card bill this month. Oh,
yeah, that's okay.
Gribbs given the H1Z1 update. Dude, we're gonna have to get a big old game of H1Z1 going at some point.
Yeah, I got it. I can't wait to. I haven't actually played it yet. I just got it today.
It's fun. You got to learn, like, the rules can be tricky at times, and you really have to have a decent headset to listen around you at times.
Mm-hmm.
But it is some serious fun. No, you're thinking of original DayZ where you're just surviving. You're in King of the Hill, which is constant, a constant ongoing battle, like a battle royale almost. Matter of fact, I think it was called Battle Royale at one point.
It's a dumb name.
What's your guys' thoughts on Manny Machado quickly, like in the game? Because him or Arenado?
Arenado's going to more power for you. I like Machado's defense better. And Machado's about to get... The only thing you have to worry about with third base is Machado very easily could be primary shortstop soon, because in real life he's playing shortstop with Hardy out. He'll probably end up going back to third base, but that's always going to be a question with Machado is he going to be at third base for the entire year? And if that happens, you're going to lose that 5%, which would put Arenado on top. And the rewards for the two, because if you're going to get Machado or Arenado, you're probably going to be able to do the set pretty cheaply for either one of those. The reward for the Orioles is 90 Markakis, who is sick in right field, but probably doesn't have the hitting you're going to want with the guys you have. Whereas you'll get the Osvaldo Jimenez, who may even start for you depending on who you have. Although you have a pretty good starting rotation, so again, I don't think the rewards are going to be anything for you.
Yeah. Polo Grounds cheese. And also, I might be getting closer to finishing. Well, no, I would need to actually sell a lot of AL East guys, but Trout's the big guy in the AL East I need because I want to finish everything in the AL East eventually.
You mean West?
I mean AL in general. My bad.
Oh, the AL in general.
That's the A-Rod?
Yeah, the A-Rod.
A-Rod's awesome. Best ever.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna go sell that Polo Grounds. Get my coin back.
That stadium's terrible.
I mean, it's
The A-Rod,
awesome, but
the A-Rod that you're talking about, it's a shortstop 99, right?
Yeah.
The one thing and that's the one change that I wish they would have done is, so the AL rewards are a Cal for shortstop, a right field Al Kaline. I mean, I guess you could possibly put the Cal at third because he has secondary position of third.
Oh, really?
But I really wish that the AL collection. Oh no, it's a third base A-Rod.
No,
Okay, so
I thought it was the shortstop A-Rod.
Let us double check.
I think it's the Texas Rangers one.
there's like 3 A-Rods, right? So
Yeah, I know there's 299 A-Rods. I thought, let me see here.
is it what color is it?
If anyone knows in the chat,
might be able
which
to find
A-Rod is for the...
It's the Rangers A-Rod, correct?
Which is the shortstop?
Yeah, there's got to be. Yeah, the A-Rod. This one is a shortstop and has no secondary positions.
Okay, so yeah, in that case, my complaint and my beef is the same thing, is that I'd like to see the NL, it's a third base, a catcher, a center fielder, a left fielder, and then the whole collection is a second baseman. I'd like to see them go secondary, like different positions. Like I'd like to see the A-Rod be like a third base A-Rod.
Oh, it is actually. It is. It's the Yankees one. They're saying.
Oh, it's that.
Oh, okay. So if it's in that case, then I'm happy because then you have Cal and A-Rod together, where you've already paid so many stubs, either grinded so much or paid so much to get to there. It would suck to not be able to use both of those rewards on your team.
Yeah, agreed. I when I originally saw it, I'm like, wow, they're giving 2 big rewards at shortstops. That sounds kind of weird, but since it's a third baseman, that's perfect. And actually has eligibility at first base.
Ooh.
Just in
So
case.
then the best part of that is that, so let's say Manny gets the short, you have Cal at short or Manny at short, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to have the Donaldson anyway, because to do the AL, so you're already gonna have Donaldson. You might as well just throw Donaldson to third base, A-Rod over to first.
Yeah.
Because there really isn't a diamond first baseman.
I was about to say that. Yeah, there really isn't one at all. Yeah, just giving a quick look.
The 2 diamond first basemen that I can think of off the top of my head were Goldschmidt and Rizzo, and both NL guys.
Yeah.
So, although you'll have the Bagwell from the Astros.
Miguel Cabrera, actually. Forgot about him.
You will have Miguel Cabrera.
Oh, yeah.
But Miguel Cabrera has third base eligibility, too. So you could definitely make some crazy lineup if you want. I think Miguel Cabrera is a better hitter than Donaldson.
Yep.
So.
I agree with that.
Yeah. So yeah, you could definitely mess around with that a little bit. I can't believe I forgot about him. You cannot wait to have Trout.
For some reason, I guess just because Detroit's having an off. I always forget about the Miguel, who again is only like 35,000 right now. I think
Hit a home run.
Yeah.
which is crazy for. I get it. There's a lot of first basemen that can do what he does, but I mean, crazy for one of the best, for probably one of the top 3 hitters in the game in terms of live series cards.
Mm-hmm.
So
How's his vision only a 67?
No clue.
Cabrera's,
Yeah.
oh, no.
It's ridiculous.
That might be why.
Guys, I think that's gonna do it for Bullpen Banter tonight. If you'd like to follow us around the internet, so you can follow me on Twitter at ThatSportsGamer. Also, you can hit that follow button here on Twitch, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/ThatSportsGamer, where you can find the full episode of Bullpen Banter archived, as well as chopped up into little sections. So if you just want to watch me whooping on JayOh again, that'll be broken out for you. Millennium, where can they find you?
You can find me at Millennium OS, 2 L's, 2 N's on Twitter. You can also follow the Twitch, twitch.tv/Operation Sports, or just click my name in the chat.
JayOh.
Do things with it.
You can find me anywhere: Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at JayOh30, JayOh30. Yeah, there's also being on here.
Thank you for coming on. Folks, now it's time for you to get out of the bullpen and get into the game. We'll see you guys back here again next week, 10 p.m. Eastern on Monday night. Don't know what the plan will be, but I'm sure it will be great. And we'll see you guys then. Take it easy, everyone.
That's a cool way how you did it. Like, you get out of the bullpen and go. That's smart. That's cool.
Thanks. I wrote that down
Very
and saved it.
came up with that.
Nice.